Hello everyone, it's me Simply Smiling. I wanted to come on and do a brief chat today. I'll talk about a subject that I did this week with two different groups. I wanted to talk about becoming unstuck. I know some people wanted to join in on the chat and were not able to because of different things. And then I enjoy this subject because I think it helped me a lot on my journey as I found myself stuck once upon a time. Stuck meaning not being able to move forward on my journey. Stuck meaning, not being able to think clearly, not being able to make the things happen that I knew I could or wanted to make happen. So I wanted to just discuss that with you guys, grab you something to drink, and let's have at it. So being stuck for me, in order to become unstuck, first of all, being stuck mean I couldn't do what I needed to do, okay? I felt helpless. I felt like I couldn't control things around me, even though I knew how, I just couldn't make them happen. So in order to become unstuck, I realized that I needed to shift in my mind, shift my perspective of things, on how I actually see things in my life, on how I saw things moving forward, on how I saw things that I wanted to happen in my life. So I had to shift my perspective. I believe that a lot of times we do get stuck right here in the mind, especially when you've had some progress on your journey or some progress towards success or some progress in life, but you're not totally there and you find yourself stuck. I believe that it happens right here in the mind. I believe that if we don't change our mind, the vantage point of how we think about things will be stuck. If we change it, we can see things differently. Understand, the perspective has to change. A lot of times, too, I found myself stuck because of things in the past. We have to learn the best way we can, and I know it's hard, it's easier said than done, but to let go of the past. Things in the past would come back to you in mind, especially when you're progressing. It'll come back to you like, oh, you can't do this. Oh, let's stop here. We can't move forward because there's too much going on in the mind. So we have to learn to let go of things in the past. The past has a way of keeping us stuck, especially if there were things that happened in our lives that were not pleasant, or things that made us feel less of a person, or things that made us feel unsuccessful. We have to learn to control the things that we can control. You can't control the past all the time, especially when the things didn't happen the way you wanted them to, or they didn't turn out correctly, or they just did not make you happy. We can't control the past. We have to find ways to move forward in order to become unstuck. We have to move forward. We have to choose, make a choice in our mind concerning our past to just let go. When we stay stuck in the past, it's hard to focus on moving forward. It's almost totally impossible. It's like you don't have any power over the situation. You don't have any control when you're stuck in the past. Okay? But we have to make a deliberate choice to let it go. Now, I know that's easier said than done. Becoming unstuck, it's going to have you thinking and doing a lot of things that are easier said than done, but they're possible. They are doable. Okay? So when you're stuck in your mind in the past, you become a victim of your own choices in a negative way. Okay? When you're not stuck, you move positively. But when you are stuck, you can't move. You know, you become your own victim, so to speak. So you battle against yourself and your mind because you're stuck in the past and you can't move forward. And now you're totally stuck in every area of your life. And it's hard to move forward. I mentioned before, I like to use quicksand as an example. You see quicksand on the movies and the person gets stuck in the quicksand and they're waddling around. They're grasping and trying to find anything to help them become unstuck in this situation. Anything to save their life. They're reaching, grabbing. Sometimes it sticks. Maybe there's another person that can help you pull up out of being stuck. Grab whatever you can. Grab your motivation, your determination, your yes, I can. Grab your self-belief, whatever you can. And if you have to grab onto another person, use them as an anchor to get you to where you need to be, to get you to become unstuck. Okay? We got to remember, too, a lot of times when we're stuck, we just need to slow down. A lot of times on a journey such as this, we want to move fast. We want to make things happen fast, and we want to see the results. Now, we know things will happen, but it may not be the speed that you wanted at, but it happens. Okay? Learn to move slow. Learn to realize you're stuck and pay attention to how you're getting unstuck by moving slowly. The pace, a lot of time, the pace that we go through in life can contribute big time to us being stuck. Okay? If you rush through life all the time, if you want it to happen now, if you're desperate for it and you move too quickly Just slow down, because that, like I said, that can cause you to be stuck. When your schedule gets out of control in life and it feels like you can't make or take any changes, you will become stuck. So don't overwhelm yourself totally with what you're trying to do. Make room for other things to think about. Make room for other positive things, that is, to think about. Control your life. Control your thinking factors. Control what you say. Control what you seek out to have for you. Control it intentionally for yourself. Okay. And then a lot of times when you're stuck, you just need to try things differently. A lot of times it's been working this way for a long time. It's working, and all of a sudden you find yourself stuck. You can't move forward. You're just stuck. You're stuck where you are, and no progress. Nothing's happening. You need to try something new. Try something new. Look at all the potential options that you have for yourself and how you can change things for your life and your journey. And then, of course, you got to be willing, in this case, to think out of the box. Okay. Get out of the boat. Get out of the comfort zone. You got to be willing to do those things. Okay. Try to consider some ideas and some things and some action plans for yourself that you have never considered before. Positive things to help you to become unstuck. Okay. And then when it does not happen right away, don't shut down on the ideas that you created for yourself. Give it time again to work. Time is of the essence. Okay. You got to be willing to dream big and think impossible things for yourself in a positive way. You've got to imagine what seems impossible and make your possibilities possible. And you can do that by trying new things, but start with small steps. Don't just jump into a new hobby trying to get unstuck and you find yourself stuck in that because you tried it too quickly, or you just jump in. Changes, I believe, a lot of times when you make the small changes on your journey or the small changes in life, I believe that they stimulate that part of your brain that wants to improve your creativity, wants to improve things for you and give you that clarity of mind as to what you're trying to do. The small steps. When you take small steps, you pay attention more closely. Why? Because you want to continue stepping. Okay? When you take the large leaps and the large jump-ins, doing things that you've never done, considering things that you want to consider or wanted to try, take the small steps in order to become unstuck. Don't take the large leaps. Okay? I believe life success and becoming unstuck is an accumulation of a lot of small steps. As for me, it has been. It helped me to change things in my life, to become unstuck, helped me to accomplish a lot of things so that I wouldn't feel stuck. And I realized that then I'm unstuck. Being stuck also is a way of it feels constrictive when you're stuck. You feel frustrated like you're in a straitjacket. You're totally constricted. You can't move to the left. You can't move to the right. You can't turn around. You can't make positive choices for yourself. The mind is going haywire. The body is following pursuit. I mean, nothing's working. You feel totally constricted. When you feel constricted, you feel overwhelmed, which will lead you to feeling totally stuck. You feel overwhelmed with yourself, with your situation. You're totally overwhelmed because nothing's working right. You feel discouraged at times when you're stuck. And we all going to have to deal with being stuck from time to time. A journey, a lot of times, if you're taking a journey by a car or plane, sometimes it's not a smooth ride. But enjoy the journey. Enjoy what you see on the left and the right. Enjoy what you gain, the momentum in the mind to becoming unstuck. See how you did it. Pay attention to when you're trying to become unstuck so that you won't find yourself there again. So that you won't find yourself in the same situation that you were before. Then when taking those small steps, we got to learn to set good, reachable goals for ourselves. Okay? Say you're stuck. Say you lost 25 pounds and you're stuck. You can't go any further. You feel like your mind is losing its excitement for your journey. You're stuck. You don't want to think it. You don't want to be all about your journey. All of a sudden, you find yourself stuck. Change it up, switch it up, move things around. Set some other goals for yourself. Set some attainable goals. Excite your journey. Make it exciting. And then I know in life, a lot of things in your life may occur, not necessarily in the past, but in the present, that are like negative things that will cause you to be stuck. When you get to the point where you feel like you're totally stuck because of things that's going on in your life, people that you love, things that's happening that's out of your control, learn to control the things that you can control. Learn to focus. It's hard. I know it is. But then you find if you don't grab hold of the situations in your life that's causing you to be unstuck when they're that deep, you find yourself depressed. You find yourself with a lot of anxiety, okay? You find yourself stressed. When you get to one of those three levels, it's time to seek professional help, I believe. Unless you have someone that you can truly totally anchor on that can get you to feeling better about your life and about yourself. Being stuck can go on for years and years and years if we don't grab hold of the core reason of why we're stuck. Okay, grab hold of that core reason, dig in it and work on it. Find a way to make it better for yourself. Find a way to make it happen for you. And it is hard. Of course it is. Life is that way sometimes, but then when we move with it, think about all the things that you already conquered in your mind when you felt stuck. You've already conquered in your life when you felt stuck. Think about that. I'm sure there's something or some time in your life or some situation even where you felt stuck. I can think of 3 or 4, in my life. But I had to learn to focus on the core reason why I'm stuck. Feeling stuck, you may say, okay, I've let myself down. I'm just frustrated. I don't know what's going on. You talk like that, but you haven't let yourself down. Why? Because you're trying to figure out how to become unstuck. You don't want to be stuck. Who does? Who does? We want to all be able to move forward. And letting go of a whole lot of things. And like I said, letting go is not easy, but it's essential for us and able to move forward and to become unstuck. That's the only way in life that we can move totally forward, is to let go of the things that's holding us back. Let go of the things that's keeping us stuck mentally and physically. Let go of those things. I believe that we can do whatever we want to do in a different way from other people. It's not all going to be the same. But when you realize you can do things your way, I always tell people, do it your way. Whether it's exercising, moving, reading, whatever, do it your way. Because we all have a designed way of doing things. But when you do it the wrong way or don't do it at all, you'll find yourself stuck. I don't like to be stuck in any situation. I try to knock it out of the park as soon as I can or as quickly as I can. And like I said, it does not happen quickly. I'm willing a lot of times to move slowly through becoming unstuck. Why? Because I'm going to figure out what got me here in the first place. You can't think clearly when you try to move too fast. A lot of times the problems can't be solved right away, but they're solvable. Think about one thing in your life. Write it down. If you could change this about yourself, how would it make you feel? If you're stuck in this area of life, say it's exercising. You're stuck. You were exercising so good. All of a sudden, you're just not interested anymore. If you can change that by switching it up, changing it, making it exciting, how would that make you feel today? And then when you figure out how it would make you feel and do it, then write a note of appreciation to yourself. Tag it on the fridge, in the car, on the job, wherever, in your cubby, wherever you are, in your office. Tag it, a note of appreciation to yourself for helping yourself to become unstuck. Different situations, circumstances in life cause us to be stuck, but we have the power. You got to believe that you have the power to unstick, so to speak, yourself, to bring yourself up to a better place in life, up to a better place in your journey. So I hope this helped someone. And remember, you don't have to stay stuck. We all get stuck. We all get to a place where we feel like we just cannot do it anymore. But like I said, the best thing to do is to change some of your routines in life. Create new, healthy, positive habits. Other things. Do other things. And then it'll help you to come over being stuck. You find yourself moving in excitement like you were on day one of your journey. Day one on your route to success or whatever you're trying to change in your life. You'll find yourself in a more positive place when you make those small changes and focus on yourself. Okay. And then, like I said, if it's too deep now, get the help you need to help you to become unstuck. Be fair to yourself. Don't continuously stay stuck because it's not healthy. It's not good for you, your life, or your journey of positive living. Peace and love. And I will talk to you guys real soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye.